Just coming as you are. Hi, everyone. Welcome to
Hello.
Sparkles.
Hello, Sparkle. I love your beautiful green that you're wearing today.
I love your beautiful green that you're
Like we
wearing today.
matched today. It's going
Synchronicity.
now. What's sparkling now? What's sparkling now?
What's sparkling up for everyone?
Mm.
What joyous creations are
Ah,
arising within?
I love that we could just, there's so much sparkles around us that we don't see that we could just play with in the now. In the now, just choosing right here and right now, not yesterday, not the past life, not the, you know, all these things to play with, but it's just in the now and choosing the joy. Like there's nothing that we have to heal because everything's already whole. There's nothing, yeah, there's nothing. We get to choose just right here and right now. Sparkle
Yeah, it's
on.
that present moment. It's staying in that present moment and letting it expand into the limitless possibilities without just like what I've been doing lately. And it feels really good is I've just been going kind of into that quantum field, right? Where just, or the void space or whatever you want to call it. I just go there and like remind myself who I am. I'm everything I wish to be. I already am, or I'm one with the Father, and it is the Father's good pleasure to give me the kingdom. However you want to say it, just I am that I am.
My castle.
Yeah. And you go in, and I just see like all these doors opening and this golden light like leading me to all these different like new adventures. And it's
Yes.
like it's limitless, but it's in that now. It's I am present in the now, realizing that it's literally choosing,
And and
choosing.
and you don't have to go
You,
back to anything, nothing in the past.
so
It's
do you, when you describe this, is it a meditation? How do
I
you do
take
it?
3 deep breaths. I take 3 deep breaths. I go back. I go into my heart. I just feel really like like inward and present. And then I remind myself, I say whatever beautiful things, phrases that remind you who you are, that you are the creator of your
mhm.
reality, that you are the sovereign, free creator of your reality. And just get into that space. And then I just go into it, eternity, into the field, the quantum field, into all that is, whatever you want. And it's
Mhm.
just usually just this black space, a void
Mhm.
of creation where everything comes out of. And then it's just beautiful because all these doors, I just
Mhm.
see all these doors of possibility, all these things that I don't know what they are. They're just doors opening. And then this golden light just starts weaving through.
It's
Like,
like liquid
okay,
love.
where do
Just
you want to
liquid
go
love.
here? Do you want to go here? Do you want to go there? Like, it's all fueled by love because I'm remembering who I am and I am love. We
Yes.
are all love.
Yes.
That's all there is. The rest
Wow.
is uh when we're not in the now, then fear can creep in. If we're in the now, there is no
Yes.
fear because we remember who we
Yes.
are.
Correct. Yep.
Because if we're not in the now, we're in the past or the future, and that invites fear in.
If it doesn't
That
feel
invites
good,
questioning
then it's
in.
not
That
true.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. But
Mhm.
when you're present and you remember who you are,
Mhm.
that's when the quantum field opens up for all possibilities.
Which
And
is
you're like,
pure love. We are pure
Mhm.
love. We are pure
yeah,
magic.
And it changes everything. It changes the way you do everything. It changes what you want to do, how you want to vacation, you
Mhm.
know, like
oh,
Jevon,
and
we're
that's what
talking about.
it really does. Because I noticed that the last couple of like the trip to Asheville that we all took together. And it was such peace
Mm-hmm.
about it, because it was like, if I'm supposed to be there, if it's in my highest joy and good to be there, and I know it, I could feel it. It was such a choiceless, I just allowed it to be choiceless. And it wasn't choiceless 2 months in advance.
Yes.
It was choiceless closer to the date that we were all convening in Asheville. But I just was in that presence, that knowing of, I know I allowed it to be choiceless. And then when it became choiceless, I didn't be like, oh, but now I got to worry about the flight and I got to worry about this
Yeah.
and it was like, no, it's choiceless. I'm supposed to be there. So I'm going to let everything light up. I'm going to let all the doors that
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to go through light up, and then choose them. But it's staying
Allowing.
present.
Yeah.
And there's no questioning of, oh my gosh, I wonder if how am I going to get there? I wonder if this is going to work out, and all this stuff. And you even had a hiccup with your flight, but it
Yeah.
Yeah.
flowed
Yes.
perfectly.
Oh, that was perfect. And then I end up being with Gwendolyn on a flight. I literally was like, oh, your flight's canceled. Oh, but you can get there sooner if you go right now, straight down there in 10 minutes. And then I meet up with Gwendolyn. How much magical is that? And I
And
get there.
I had seen this so clearly, seeing you there. I was just like, yeah, you know, I wasn't even surprised.
Like, wait, that's Jevona. Oh, wow. And then we got to sit with each other. And it was
Yeah,
like,
this like 6'4", like 20 something moved to a center seat so that we
yes.
could sit together.
Yes. And I was like, I went to the bathroom and it came out and it happened. And I'm like, how'd you get that out? Happen so fast? It was just, yeah, it was meant to be. It was just like,
It
and
was
Yeah.
then we had the,
allowing that divine
yes,
flow. It was staying present
Mhm,
to the
mhm.
love everything is, and just letting that subtle energy make its way
yeah,
and guide you. And even when if it, it's like, oh my gosh, my flight canceled or something, even when it's something like that, you just go back to that present moment and you're like, everything's working out for me. So let's see how good this can be. Right.
yes,
And the result
yes,
and the reward isn't even having everything be wonderful and magic and splendid. The reward is how it feels.
yes.
The reward
Just
is how
feeling,
you don't have to feel that old awful anxiety.
yeah, it's
You
feeling
know?
safe and the trusting and knowing that it's all divine,
Mm-hmm.
that everything is
Mm-hmm.
working on your behalf to your
Mm-hmm.
benefit, and everybody's here to help you. Like everyone, everything of creation is here to help you. Just everything's love.
It's that trusting and knowing. And that
Yes,
comes in that present moment where you really feel that love that permeates everything,
Mm-hmm.
and
and
receiving all that's
receiving it,
here for
allowing it.
us. Because if we don't allow it, then we're not receiving it. We don't know what's going to come. So being open and allowing, and then and
Yeah.
receiving all the joy and everything that's around you, and then you can share these stories with others, like we're doing now. How
Yeah.
my flight might have got canceled, but oh my gosh, could it be even better that I got to
Yeah.
get there sooner and hang out with these lovely ladies sooner?
Yeah. And that was really our first time to really hang out for any
Yeah.
period of time
Yes.
too. You
Yes.
know?
And then we sat and then I shared some stuff, you shared some stuff, and we both were just like, that was so yummy.
Yeah. It was like total girl time.
Yeah. And then even when I got there sooner, it was like, you went with Mark, which was perfect, and then Michelle was there, and then I got to hang out with Michelle, who I didn't even know. And then I was like, okay, I got here early because of this, and it was so fun.
And you were just staying in that present moment of now, going,
Hmm.
I don't know what this is about, but it's all working out for me. So let me see how this unfolds perfectly.
And just not getting like, maybe before I could have been mad or going, oh, I wonder, or oh, like being worried, but it was just like, no, this is happening for me, and who I get to meet and who I get to talk to. And it just like that happened to me also with my flight back from London. It was like everybody went, and my literally last minute, they said, well, your plane broke. And I was like, oh, I thought I was going home, and I was gone for 2 weeks, and I just thought, okay, it was such a easy surrender of just like, no,
Wow.
is this happening for me? I was like, I wonder what's gonna happen now. And it was just like, okay, maybe I needed the extra day. And I got on the phone, and my flight got for the next day, an even direct flight, because my flight would have been like 10 hours to a different airport. I would have to sit for another 4 hours and then another 4 hours home. And usually coming back from, a vacation, you always want to just get home. And so they're like, okay, no. And they're going to put me in a hotel, pay for the hotel. And the next day I would get on a direct flight home. So it wouldn't be two flights. And then I went down to get my luggage, and even a lady there was there and going, whoa, they do give compensation for this. So, which then a couple months later, I ended up getting like $800, $900 back in my account just for staying an extra day. And they gave me a hotel to stay in, a meal they gave for me, and all that. And I was just like, oh, I guess I needed to be here an extra day. And I even got on this bus in between to go from one airport to another. And then I was like, and then this bus was in like traffic. It ended up being a really long a bus ride. But I was like, even in that moment, I was like, oh, I'm in traffic now in London, but I never really got a chance to sightsee London around. Like I went and saw some parts of London, but I'm like, well, now I'm getting a tour bus to go a longer way to see London more. And I looked up to the left side of me, and there was this big, huge rainbow. So right in that moment, when I had a little doubt of going, oh, well, this is a little long. And then I'm like, is this good for me? Like it was just that thought, like a second. And I looked to the left, this big, huge rainbow. And I was like, nope, this is perfect. This is perfect.
So I have to chime in with my story of getting stranded in London. I was a courier back
Ooh,
when they had courier flights. So I was flying to London and then taking a train to Berlin to fight the IMF with the European Autonomous Anarchist Community. Anyway, I had allowed 5 hour time, and the inspection person thought I had cute things. I wanted to look through and it made me miss, because my ferry from the Europe to Dover got who was a ticket combined with a train. So the next train wasn't for 2 more hours because I missed my train because of this inspection. That train, the second train, broke down. And then I had to take a cab that I paid for. And I got there. I was still like an hour before the flight. But the rules are you have to be there 90 minutes before. So because they were who they were, they wouldn't let me have the flight. So I'm stranded now. I've got to find a way to pay for a ticket. And I slept in a subway station in the Tewkesbury line, and just met these wonderful people. I went and I sang, because I didn't even have my fiddle with me, but I sang Irish airs, and I laid out everything I had in Coventry Garden and put it up for sale. And this like fashion girl came and bought a brooch and some socks, and different people bought different things. And I had to reach out to my lover that I had just left and ask him to wire me money. And I ended up getting a flight. It was a courier flight, so I did have to pay for it, but it was on the Concorde, back when they had
Oh,
the Concorde.
fun.
And
Wow.
I was on Kirk Douglas's flight, and I had bought, all I wanted in Berlin was a good German umbrella. So I bought this big, huge black and white. How the black and white panels. And I'd gotten so blown away by being in the lounge of the Concorde with all these stars that I forgot my umbrella. And they shipped it to me. And as they let the delivery guy put it in my hand, it started to rain.
Oh my gosh.
oh, that's awesome.
That
Yeah,
is
and I
so
always thought that
fun.
was such a disaster story until you told yours, Jevona.
it was
But look
awesome.
at all that fun, all
Yeah.
those fun encounters that wouldn't have come about, and how resourceful you were. Wow.
And how sweet the people were, because I had gone
Mm.
for a stroll and left my bag there in the train station. Well, guess what? That usually means someone's got a bomb in there in England. There's so many terrorist attacks, and the people were so frightened by me having left my duffel bag. And they were just so kind.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That is so
Oh,
fun.
You
Oh my
just
gosh.
just start to sparkle. You're a sparkle in that train station or in the subway. We never know. It's like we never know what, we might think it's nothing, but it could be so much sparkle for someone else. You know what I mean? Like something that like for you is like not good, but then for someone else. So you're always trusting that you're being put in place is where you're needed, right?
Right.
For others, it's not
Exactly.
just for you, but just for others. It's like sharing because we're all one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's always what I always love to remember is if you're there, it's always it's never one person like, okay, I'm here because I'm helping you.
Yeah.
It's always
For
the
both.
benefit for everyone involved.
Yes.
Like
Love that.
somehow
I
there's a
love that.
benefit.
I love that.
Yeah, and it really makes you look at things differently because you're like, okay, wait a
Yeah.
minute. What is what is this opportunity being presented to me? I think I may be here helping somebody, but what is the opportunity being given to me?
You know, that's a whole topic. I think we should talk about it next time.
Woo, yay!
We have a lot of sparkly topics that
Oh.
just it's
Yeah.
all this expansive conversation about how choosing how we show up, and
Mhm.
it's a moment to moment choice. It's not you wake up in the morning and you're done and you're like, oh, I got off on the wrong foot and the whole day's ruined. No,
Yeah.
it's moment to moment,
Yes.
moment to moment.
I
It's a
think that's
practice.
I think that's why we sparkle so well because I think we all three of us always have that drive to just want to be sparkly
Yeah.
just because that's just our natural state, no
Yeah.
matter
And we
what's
just
going on in
flow
the
with
world.
whatever
Yes.
happens, including
Yes.
ending the show.
Just like this.
So fun, you guys. So fun and profound.
Do your heart thing again, Jeannie.
You shine so
So
bright,
bright,
you sparkle.
Sparkle.
You
you
are the light. You shine so
so
bright,
bright,
you
you
sparkle,
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 sparkle, sparkle,
sparkle, sparkle,
sparkle.
sparkle.
Bye, ladies.